Good morning. So it is Vlogmas day 23. 2 more days for Christmas. And in yesterday's vlog, I told you guys I drove down to my dad's and I just, I had time to go to Primark, do a little shopping, but I always feel guilty when I have time and not come see my dad. So I was driving to the mall, and I live on exit 8. The mall is on exit 3. So I was driving down, and there was a car that wouldn't let me pass. And I was like, yeah, this is a sign. And I just kept going and ended up here. So it was nice. My dad was surprised to see me. So I had cooked, but I wanted to make chicken stew, pollo guisado, some white rice. My sister had picked up tocino. I don't know how you say tocino. It's like a little white kind of bacon. It's salty. It's called tocino. I don't know how you say it in English, but anyway, that was what I was gonna make. And she was like, no, I want yellow rice and beans. And I was like, yeah, but that doesn't go with this. And she was like, that's what I want. And I was like, so then I did it. It was okay, but I felt like with white rice it would have been, so I spoke with my sister for a while last night. I feel like she's stressed out. And when I was in the Bronx and I worked in my last job, I had either 3 different kind of shifts. It was either 7:30 to 4, 10 to 6, or 11 to 8. So a lot of the times I would bring my son if I had to be at work at 7:30, and my dad would take him to school because the school is literally around the corner, which is the school I went to. So my dad would take him to school, and then he would go to work because he worked over here as a doorman. So he would drop him off, and then he would go. Like, he didn't have to jump on the train. He didn't have to do anything. He just walked to work every day. It was only 3 blocks. So when I started at 10, I still had to get here early and drop off my son, and we would have breakfast together. We would conversate. If I started at 11, same thing. I would conversate and stuff. My sister, I had got her a job in the same place, but a different location. And getting kind of foggy. So we sometimes had like the same hours. So we would have breakfast. She prepared whatever she was taking for lunch. I already had my lunch that I had cooked like the night before, whatever. We would talk, and then we would go down the train together. I would get off before her, she would keep going. But we did a lot of stuff like that. On the weekends, my husband's days off were always Sunday, Monday. So if I was off Saturday, I would go to my dad's, spend the day, and then right around the time my husband would be getting out of work, I would jump on the train and meet him downtown because his mom lived downtown, and we would go have dinner at his mom's sometimes. So, we are very close, like very close. My husband and his mom, very close. I have my sister, my brother, my dad has a wife, and we're working around each other. If I can't do it, I know my sister will do it. If his wife can't do it and I can do it, I'll do it. And I don't take my PTO time like regular people. Like, they're like, a lot of people take a Friday so they can have that long weekend. I don't think like that. I think I have 2 weeks in the summer that I want to take for vacation. Everything else I save because you just never know. And sometimes, I work every day, every other Saturday. Lately, it feels like I've been working 2 and 3 in a row, but it's supposed to be every other Saturday. So my day off is really only Sunday because, yeah, you know, you work half a day, but you still got to get up. You have to get dressed. You got to get there. You know, your day of really trying to plan something is, you know. So today I'm off, and I'm heading home early because, like I said, yesterday was my husband's birthday, and he had to work because he had got the flu and he had missed a lot of days, so he said he would work them. So I'm gonna see if maybe we can do something. I'm gonna get there early enough. Maybe we can go to IHOP and have breakfast. Last night it was funny when I was getting ready for bed and whatever. I wasn't gonna wash my hair because I washed it, but I didn't want to wet my brows because I didn't bring anything. And that's another thing. Like last week when I came, I was doing my brows and the point kept breaking, so I went through the whole pencil and did just one brow. So then I wiped it off and I was like, we're just gonna go because I knew I was going straight home, but I forgot to bring one. So last night I was looking for the brow pencil to put in the kitchen and stuff, so that I can get ready without actually turning any lights on. And I was like, where is it? So then I remember, and I was like, oh no. So I had already started, like, usually the first thing I do is I start removing my eye makeup. Thankfully I went like this, and I think it was because I really felt like I should have just took my whole face and washed it because it's that hot at my dad's. But I was like, and then I was trying to sleep, and I was like, because they look okay, but I feel like, you know, when you go to sleep with your makeup on and then the next day you're like, girl, that's how I was this morning. But so yeah, sometimes you have to do stuff like that because it makes me feel better that I came. Because then I would have found a lot of stuff for a haul, but then I'm like, I could have just went down, saw him for a little bit, and then came back. You know, which was the plan, was to go down for a little bit and then come back. But my sister was like, stay, you're gonna stay? And I was like, I think I'm gonna leave. And she was like, oh, but you already had a drink. And I was like, so stayed. But now I feel guilty because we could have had a piece of cake, we could have done something yesterday with my husband. So you have that balance where you have to, like, and I know he's gonna be like, it's fine, I had to work, it was an ugly day, but you still feel like, and it's like I said, I don't have my mom. My mom passed away when I was 18, a senior in high school. And you start to think, as a teen, I wanted to hang out with my friends, and they'd be like, let's go here. And I'd be like, no, I want to go hang out over here. I want to do this, And now you think back and you're like, not that you're being punished, but, God could have said, you know what? I'm going to take him too. Or, giving him even worse than, dementia. It could have been like, cancer or something else. And you start saying, damn, I should have. Yeah, you should have. But I try not to think like that. But I feel that sometimes that's what happens, So my dad is all I have because I don't have my mom. And I gotta make it worthwhile. I gotta make the memories. And my dad doesn't like to take pictures, because he's one of those people that you tell him, smile, pa, and he's talking, mira que lindo, hey, such a beautiful, oh, he looks so nice, oh wow. And I'd be like, smile, and he'd be like, so a lot of the pictures he'd be like, because he keeps talking, and I'd be like, wow, it's a picture, it's not a video, picture, smile. So I'd be like, smile, like, but we're always like, smile, pa, stop talking, smile, smile. Oh, wow, ooh, oh, and I'm like, so, you know. And thank you to everyone that was commenting saying, you know, what a good daughter I am. But I feel like any daughter should do that, should want to do that, you know. I know there's a lot of husbands that they don't get it, and they're like, you going again to your parents? You going to your parents again? You know, weren't you there the other day? You going again? You know, a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't understand, you know. And, you know, it's easy to say, but your sister's there. But, you know, this person is there. Oh, no. She needs a break too. And I know she needs it because I see her and she be doing the dishes and she be like, and I be like, what? Who you talking to? And she be like, well, just, you know. And I don't know. I know a lot of people that do it, but I always feel like when you start talking to yourself like that and replaying something in your mind, something is, you know, like something is bothering you. Like you need, you know, so she'd be like, and I'd just be like, so it isn't easy, but it's worth it. So as you can see, oh snap. So you didn't even see the expressions that I was doing because I didn't even notice that the camera moved. So I was saying is that she'd be like, and I'm like, or she won't move her mouth, but she'll be like, I'm saying something, but I'm not physically gonna say it. And then I'll ask her, and then she'll tell me something that happened and something that's bothering her. And I'm like, you know, my dad's wife works nights, so she's there a lot in the morning. My sister works in the morning, but she works like that 6 in the morning, like 6 to 2 kind of schedule. So she's out early. His wife is getting out of work at that time. So as she's leaving, she's coming, you know. And I know his wife is tired and stuff. The medicine that my dad takes makes him sleep longer, so she can sleep a little too. Of course, so he could sleep, you know. But you gotta try to make it work. So I'm gonna talk to you when I get to the other side, because I can already see this is gonna be a problem.
Every delicious moment of the day. Try our delicious slow bake signature rustic oven.
So I got this and I got the cake, but I want to try like one of these coffees. I haven't seen.
Plus, you can order up to 14 days in advance.
So. Okay, I went in there for the cake and came out $77 later with nonsense, like a couple of little things. $77. That's why I don't come to Stop and Shop, because the prices are just ridiculous. Like, if I didn't need the cake, I would not have come. But I needed the cake, and I only like the cake here. I would not have come here. I would have just went to Aldi's and probably spent like $30. But, and then you want me to eat healthy? Do you know that the healthy food is the most expensive food? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. I'm like, so it is pouring. And when I walked in, it wasn't. So I went with just my sweater. But I'm like, I was looking at the vegetables. And I was like, absolutely not. They had this one big, nice aguacate, almost $10. And I was like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Like, come on. You know, Steamtown, I can get it half the price. But it's all the way over there. And that's why I'm always like I'm not gonna. But I try to think of it like this. I try to say, Jack, what you spend on gas, you know, is what you saved. And it might not be, but that way it makes sense in my head, because you drive all the way over there to save a couple of, you know, cents, a couple of dollars. But if you think about it, you spent all this gas to go over there to save that. So if I think of it like that, I don't feel so bad. You know what I mean? Like, then I don't feel so bad. But if I say, damn, you know, you should have drove over there and just spent less, then I'm like, ugh. But, you know, it's early. I'm already tired. Like, I got up super early to head out. And, you know, the traffic, because of the rain yesterday, all these trees were down on the highway. We had to keep getting rerouted. Took me longer than it had to. And then there's a lot of people that you could see that they're heading out for like Christmas weekend to wherever, because I looked at their back windows and I could see like the gifts, you know, like they have gift bags and gifts and stuff. And I'm kind of bummed because 2 of my gifts haven't arrived, and if they don't arrive today, they're not going to be here on time. So, home sweet home. I'll catch up with you guys later once, you know, I figure out what I'm going to do. So I showed you guys doing the pernil. We're gonna go out to dinner. We're going to a diner. I think I want like chicken Alfredo. I'm gonna show you guys the food and stuff, and then I'm gonna probably end this here and chill, because tonight I'm gonna start prepping. And well, everything is prepped. It's just I gotta start setting my alarms to wake me up at a certain time. Yeah. We ended up in that diner that we go to. Luckily, it's pretty empty. So that's Mom's.
You can hear it.
He got the baked macaroni and cheese.
Listen closely, you can still hear it.
Ooh, it's sizzling.
You can still hear it.
Bacon cheeseburger. I ain't got no bacon.